Collective, welcome to your session. Hi, I am SGL, Spiritual Guide and Light, and this is going to be a general session. And keep in mind that the only request I have for you, collective, earth, air, fire, and water signs, is that you do not force any channel messages. All messages are general, they're not personal. I will be pulling from several decks. I don't have a direct message. Capricorn, if you're here, we will finish your sessions. I believe, Capricorn, we only did 2 sessions for you. And that was, let's take a look. Capricorn, we did your overall. So far, we did 2 sessions for you. And I think the reason why you got an additional session, Capricorn, if I can recall, that first session that I did for you was triggering. And so I was guided to do an additional reading. And so the remaining sessions that you have, Capricorn, is what your person wants you to know, following by what's going on behind the scenes, and then your pathway of enlightenment. I will work on those after I finish this collective session. So let's go ahead and get started. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this collective reading to bring clarity, confirmation, and understanding for the collective. Thank you. If you are new, make sure you subscribe so that you can be a part of the success and growth of the channel. Thank you. If you're returning, welcome back. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. All inquiries, email spiritualguideandlight@gmail.com. Make sure you check out the community section. That's where everything is up to date. Also, whenever time permits itself, go to the SGL Tarot podcast. There you will find your next 72s. Also, we have an Instagram page. You're not required to follow, but every now and then I do post on there. So let's go ahead and start this collective session. All right, what messages do you have for the collective? Thank you. All right, you have wonder, discerning, questioning coming through. My collective, when it comes down to wonder, it's kind of like, how when a toddler, how I'm tapping into this wonder, it's kind of like a toddler who asks question after question after question after question after question after question until you say, slow down, camper, because you don't want to let the toddler know that you're getting frustrated because you're not prepared for question after question after question after question. And it just feels like, you have question after question after question about what it is you're discerning. And what you're discerning is correct. And it's just kind of like you're needing reassurance. That's why you're questioning what you're discerning. So it's kind of like, say you feel some type of way about a person, viewer, and you're discerning a specific reason why you feel a certain way or what it is you see within someone. Whatever it is that you're discerning, you are correct. The question I have for you is, why are you second guessing what it is you're discerning? It is definitely um, it's no match for what's logic. There's no talking yourself out of the truth currently, whether that's people, places, or things. Clarify, wonder, discerning, and questioning, please, for the collective. What is this? Concern is in reverse. So with this, the fact that this is clarifying all of this, you are where you're what you're discerning is correct, but it's not your place to be concerned about it. Like you're concerned about the wrong things, people, places, or things. So work on not putting all your energy in things that I don't want to be harsh and be like it doesn't have nothing to do with you. It's just, you know, um, you already know the truth at hand regarding a person, uh, regarding a situation, regarding a circumstance, and you're being asked to focus on something else, concern about something else rather than what the truth that you already know. And you know, so the questioning is kind of like trying to like enable a situation or trying to get, not owning up to the truth regarding people, places, or things. Now, if it comes to you and decision making regarding people, you're being asked to stop inserting yourself and insert yourself in things that don't take away your energy. Um, Collective. Any other messages? I'm being guided to use this for the 12 zodiac signs. What is it that my collective is refusing to see? What is it that the collective is refusing to see? What is it that the collective is refusing to see? Judgment. Yeah, you're worried about all the regarding to people, places, or things. It's not your place. Viewer. Collective earth, air, fire, and water signs. At this time, it is not your place to insert yourself in people, places, or things, situations, circumstances that it's not your responsibility or has nothing to do with you. Because the last thing you want to do, the fact of your discernment being correct, when you start questioning, that's when you start creating judgment. That's when, we could speak ill on someone and not even realize it. It's kind of like I'll use myself as an example. Sometimes I can overly judge my adult children because I will reflect on what I learned when I was their age up into being an adult. And it's okay to share, but when you overshare, sometimes it could be offensive as if a comparison. And so I had to learn that I can't compare what I learned from, and if they're interested in being open to hearing what I have to say in regards to what I see that they don't see, it's not my place to judge them and say, well, if they don't take heed to what I'm saying, then X, Y, and Z, which is negative. That is not ill intention, but ill will, where you can speak, you can manifest negativity in people's life that you love and care about. Another way that I could explain this to is say that you're amongst people or a group or two people, it doesn't matter. As long as you can hear a conversation and they're speaking about someone, but it's negative, they can manifest that negativity into that person's life. So you want to be mindful of, you know, when it comes to questioning what you already know the truth of. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, say you're dealing with an ex and your judgment on them is they're never going to do right by anyone, right? You manifest that into their life and they live that out instead of speaking, I hope that this person finally gets it right. If it's not me, I hope that they look at me as the gateway of opening the pathway for them to be able to get it right. You know what I mean? There's another way of speaking life than speaking death in someone's life. And so what you don't see is that you are casting judgment on people, places, or things without realizing it. Now, in regards to self, you need to let go of the weight. You have to. You're being asked to let go of the weight and have more understanding of yourself and the decisions that you are currently making. You already, it's kind of like if your discernment is saying don't do something, then don't do it. Why are you questioning what your higher self and your soul is telling you? Even your flesh is saying no. So until you learn the lesson to abide by your body, your mind as a whole, then you know everything's going to be heavy, everything's going to be a weight, everything's going to be a burden, even when you don't want it to be. So that will be the judgment replaced and cast upon you. And I'm not speaking that into existence. I'm delivering a message. Okay. And I'm part of the collective. So sometimes when I deliver messages, it's a hard pill to swallow sometimes for myself. Give me some I messages. I am messages for the collective, please. Give me some I am messages for the collective. Thank you. Being true. All right. What is the best way, right? Being true. Don't question that. All right. Don't question yourself when it comes to being true. For those of you, if you're trying to discover yourself, you're being asked to be true. Start becoming and being true. Your I am message. This is also representing a new. Okay. It says, I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. This is beautiful. I like this. One thing that I do see here is you have not been taken in vain. When it comes to if I knew you, viewer, you were my lesson. You get what I'm saying? I hope you do. So don't think that you're a burden. Don't think that your good deeds are being evil spoken of. If they are, they're being casted as void. But those who you are assigned as a lesson, you are not only just starting anew for them, you were their lesson. And this is a time for you to start anew for yourself. Whether if you are trying to turn over a new leaf, you are allowed to do that. But if you turn over a no new leaf, you have to enter this new cycle of being a new person, not the old person. The old person can't resurface. Old ways can't resurface. The old way of communicating can't resurface. It has to be a whole fresh new you. And that's being true to you, and everything else will come into fruition. The bottom of the deck is self-love. You are branding yourself, viewer, with this love. And don't be offended when some people don't know how to communicate. Um, when some people don't know how to communicate on why they're trying to get you to pour some of your self-love into their cups because they don't know how. And you have this unconditional love following there too. So you have to also learn to say no. You have to. Okay. If your cup is overflowing, then by all by means, it's a yes. But if your cup is not overflowing, it's a no. What other messages do you have for my collective earth, air, fire, and water signs? Thank you. The Knight of Water and the Queen of Fire. Okay. There are two people here, but overall, you have this Queen of Fire who sent this Knight of Waters. And whoever this knight is who's coming in to serve collective, you see this cup? Like, you know, oh, goodness gracious. On the outside, you may not deem them as your person because the knight is at the lowest, is the low of the lowest in the deck, and you're being asked not to judge whoever this person is that's being sent by this Queen of Fire to come serve you, because they're getting ready to teach you some things, okay, and you're going to have to catch up. But besides all this person is not coming to take from you. This person is getting ready to show you how to use your cup, how to receive, and how to and how and they're going to show you how to receive and how to know when to pour into other people. Okay, whoever this Queen of Fire is, an older person. They are very highly respected, and you know they know a lot. People, places, and things. They are definitely someone of interest. I don't feel like you know this person. This is someone behind the scenes, whoever this Queen of Fire is. I think they're someone who, it's kind of like, you know how, in life, viewer, where you're like, oh gosh, I think God sent me an angel. This is who this Queen of Fire is. So you are being watched. Just know that. And not in a bad way when it comes down to this Knight of Waters. This Knight of Waters is coming into your life to teach you how to operate your cup. So in regards to the intention of why this Queen of Fire sent this Knight of Cup your way, without going into like deep rooted behind the scenes, it's, yes, this person is or will be paid to serve you. Moving forward, you have the Nine of Cups. And whoever this Queen of Wands is, they know what they're doing. And you better be glad that the day that you do meet this Queen of Fire, it's kind of like, when the student is ready, the teacher is ready to learn. This Nine of Cups says, you struggle with finding purpose and comfort after loss. The journey has been long and arduous for you, but you finally reached a point where you're feeling joy again. Profound happiness and fulfillment are in your future. Now is a great time to chase any dreams you've had. Whoever this knight is, thank you, Most High. I see it. This knight is really a Queen of Fire, but they're coming to you as low class. They're coming to you in a facade, so that, because if you knew their true position, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like, I'll use myself as an example. I have a car and I have a nice car, but unfortunately my car is broken down, right? And so I'm using another vehicle, and the vehicle doesn't look as attractive, but that's okay because I'm a country girl. So it doesn't bother me. But on the outside looking in, I'm being judged by class based off of the vehicle that I'm driving, even though I know that I have a nice vehicle, but it's just down. And there's no need for me to go out of my way with a big old sign on my forehead that says, yes, I have a nice vehicle. I'm a country girl. So, hey, it doesn't bother me. Material things is not my focus. And whoever this knight that's coming towards you is really a Queen of Fire. And it just feels like your wish fulfillment won't really, you won't get to experience this wish fulfillment if you knew who this person truly was. For some of you, this Queen of Fire is paying someone to come in to teach you some things, and it will be fulfillment. Moving forward, give me a transformation message for the collective. Transformation message for the collective, please. Forgiveness, collective, my earth, air, fire, and water signs. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You are being asked to let go of resentment. My water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Forgiveness awaits. It's up to you. If you're wanting to be mature and strong, with making yourself available to complete this forgiveness. My fire sign, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, you are the one that is going to be in the middle of bringing two people together. And you're going to teach two people how easy it is to turn over a new leaf and moving forward, to let them understand, to see that no, we are not perfect. And, you know, there's going to be arguments, there's going to be disagreements, there's going to be confrontation, but the most part that you're going to show fire signs, whoever this says, these two people that you're going to bring back together, they're going to finally see the true picture when it comes to family. Moving forward, my air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, this has to do with your spiritual growth. Okay? Forgive yourself, accept your nature, and accept this forgiveness. So whatever that you need to heal internally, this is the perfect time to do so. All collective forgiveness, the direct message is regards to your transformation message. It says, holding on to resentment, anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness is in its own right, is equally incredibly powerful, and has the capacity to heal and transform. Okay, so collective, when it comes to your transformation message, it is forgiveness. Give me a word of advice, please. A collective word of advice. Word of advice for my collective, please. Hold on. If you hear this mic, I just need to lift it up and push it back just a bit. Word of advice for the collective earth, air, fire, and water signs. Whatever it is, it's a no. Honesty, yeah. Someone's not telling the truth. And when it comes to someone not telling the truth, believe that they will do it again. If you're wondering why someone doesn't believe you, it's because you've lied to them before, and it's going to take some time for you to be able to rebuild that trust. And honesty and trust are two different things. It just feels, it's just whoever, okay, how I'm tapping into this collective. If someone asks you a question, they already knew the answer, or this is you, because at the first spread that came out, it had to do with it was wonder, discernment, and question. So you already know the truth about something, and you're asking about the truth, and you're second guessing because the person lied to you, and you already know the truth. Okay. And if you're wondering, be prepared that someone already knows the truth, whatever happened in the dark or whatever transpired in the past. I don't feel like it's a skeleton in a closet. I don't see that. The bottom of the deck is surrender. All right. Telling the truth will set you free. If you don't, there's going to be guilt. Look at that freedom there in relationships. All right. You could go ahead and tell the truth, or allow someone the safe space to tell the truth, and you'll laugh about it later. If whoever is willing to stand on this and just say, nope, it's a no, 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 they're going to live with this guilt. Okay. While the other person will freely be living their lives, laughing at someone who lied. The extent of the lie, I don't know. All I know is that someone was not honest. All right. What are some self-care messages for the collective? Self-care message. Yeah. All right. You have needs in reverse, security upright, speak up upright, reassess upright, and decision judgment came out again. I need to take a look at the shadow energy for a minute. You look good when it comes to self-care, to be honest with you. And one of the messages that came out was being true. And look at that trend. That's what's happening. Because Hold on, where is being true at? Self-love and being true is right here. Unconditional love. Despite of how you end out, how the outcome of you being, you're going to be loved. But viewer, you this transformation is what's transform. The transformation is transforming you into being true. So as you practice this self-love, your logic, your decision making, you're not coming off as needy. You're looking responsible. I mean, shoot, whatever you speak, you know, what's that saying? What's that saying? Don't cash checks. Don't cash checks your ass can't cash. Well, it looks like you can cash them. You have Gemini here. A Gemini's telling the truth. Anywho, you have the Six of Swords here, transformation, shadow energy, my love. Going across the bridge, you're doing it the easy way. This transformation that's going to transform you of being true and orchestrating this self-love, viewer, is a beautiful thing. It is definitely a beautiful thing. Some people don't get the opportunity to transform. Some people do it the hard way and cross the bridge that's hard to cross because no one knows how high this is. Facing fears. Oh. Overall self-care message. Let me see. The bottom of the deck. Choices. It's self-love. Self-love is what's working for you, and that's what's going to bring happiness. But just understand that some days are not going to be good days, and then that reassess. But you'll be able to get back into order, and that's what whoever that Knight of Cups is coming in is going to show you how to operate your cup, knowing when to. And this could be divine. It doesn't have to necessarily be a person because I know air signs. When it came to forgiveness, it was talking about it has to do with your spiritual growth. So this could be divine coming in, you know, teaching you how to operate your cup. All right. Give me an angel guide message for the collective for fire and water signs. Romance and connection is coming through. Your angel guides. For some of you, you have an angel guide that is attracted to you, whether you want to accept it or not. They are. And be mindful of. I don't know anything about Nephilims and the Book of Enoch. I don't know anything about that stuff. All I know is whoever you are, you have an angel guide that is going to impart themselves in whoever it is that you're going to have intercourse with. And this is going to be some type of spiritual baby. Some type of, I don't know. I don't want to say spiritual baby, but that's what I was guided to say. Romance and connection. So be mindful of what you're entertaining when you're having intercourse. It says angels of romance are swirling around your life at this time, ushering in positive, uplifting, and heartfelt experiences to remind you that love is real. Allow yourself to be romanced, to receive and experience a true connection. Didn't I tell you that Knight of Cups was coming in to teach you something? Okay, don't judge this Knight of Cups because this Knight of Cups is somebody. So I'm just letting you know. It says to receive and experience a true connection is important at this time. It is likely that your heart space is opening up and barriers and shields that have been in place are falling away. If you find yourself scared or uptight about romance, know that this is not only a sign that you would like to experience it, but also that it is something that your energy system really needs. Your angels are guiding you to begin seeing yourself as loving and deserving of love. So that's how you know Once you are operating in self-love, is because you're going to attract those who want to serve you how you are serving yourself with the self-love. Collective. Give me a love oracle, romantic oracle, and then we're going to do your 12 zodiac sign messages and see what comes out. And then Capricorn, I'm going to start your session. Wedding. You have wedding here. Pay attention to the red flags at the bottom of the deck. The top of the deck is children. Oh, so immediately I heard wedlock. So, you know, that answers the question. Don't be forced to marry just because you have children. Express your love. Don't get trapped. Collective. Make effort. Be yourself. Continue to be true. Just because it feels right in the beginning, are you going to feel the same way when you don't like the person, when you're upset at them, when you don't want to be bothered by them? You get what I'm saying? Just as you see red flags, also acknowledge your own red flags. So don't rush this connection. If you don't want kids right now, if you don't want to feel obligated to get married, then you need to wrap it up. But in pertaining to two adult kiddos here, who are definitely attracted to each other, you guys have to check. You guys have to accept each other's flaws and all. You know, so it looks like some of you are getting ready to start courting. You know, I don't know if you guys are getting marriage counseling. Normally, if you're courting, there's some type of counseling that goes along with it that prepares you for when you guys don't like each other or when you guys have disagreements or when you don't like each other. For the most part, if you have children outside of a person who's wanting to court you, make sure that they get along with your children first and that they accept your children for who they are, because it just feels like there'll be more dominance of taking you from the children. And that's not fair. Chemistry. Yeah. Take your time with this. Give me an overall message for that spread, please. Take your time with that. And then I'll get an outcome. Definitely always keep your kids first. And because I'm telling you, if you have that mindset that you're an adult and you matter because you're an adult, those moments of you being able to teach your children how to survive, how to speak up for themselves, how to advocate for themselves, how to be strong, how to persevere through things that they don't know how to talk about. You know, they have responsibilities and burdens just as adults do. So you want to be able to show up for your child or children, and then trying to make it clear that, oh, I'm an adult and I need my love life. No, you need to make sure that they're taken care of and that they will also have the same security that your person that wants to give you emotional security, financial security, all of the above, and that they're going to give the same thing to your child. Then you showing them that no, they're more important than your children. This person will get, just don't start something you can't finish. That's the red flag. Overall message. Alert. Yeah, take your time with this. Because obviously this is just telling me that this person, whoever this person that feels like the one, is just here to, you know, to get you to experience Yeah, 6 of Cups of Calm in the deck. Just a new experience. You don't see 8 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a new experience of, are you going to choose your child? Are you going to choose your child or children or them? If you choose them, don't start something you can't finish, because they're going to hold you up to that. You don't. The moment that you want to choose your child or your children, it's going to be a problem with that person. For those of you who are courting, all right, and you have children, the children have to be involved as well, so everyone can learn um, ev- everyone's character, and even be open to when people want to change. You know, the quiet one may not be the quiet one anymore. It may take this new parent figure to open up the child. I don't know. But for those of you who have no children involved, your childish behaviors, a lot of childish behaviors. You have entrapment, insecurity here with the Ace of Cups here. Yeah, basically just learn each other. And whoever this is just definitely gonna just open up. You're gonna learn what you like and what you don't like, and you're gonna want to explore other people. So don't be so quick to say, "Yeah, I'll marry you." Mm-mm. For those who are quick to say, "Yeah, I'll jump the broom, let's go elope," what's the message? Oh, this bent. Did you see that? What is this? Single. I don't have to say anything else. It says single, and we're gonna leave it at that. Give me some energy messages for my collective, so we can fill their cups. Goodness gracious, I love the collective. The terrifying water sign. Sometimes some things don't need to be forced. And give me some energy messages for the collective, please. Earth, air, fire, and water signs. Thank you. Give me 3. You have journey here coming through. Oh, hold on. What's significant about your cup is you have this journey coming through, which is nice. It may seem as if you don't know what you're doing, but if you're going to go on an adventure, which is really good, so be ready. It's not about the ride, it's about the experience. You have the man holding the coin. Ah, community, the second chakra of Archangel. This is confirmation. I will not repeat that message in regards to romance and connection. You can always go back to that because I don't entertain certain things. But what I will say is a whole new you. There's no turning back. Like learning something new, and strategy is definitely going to help you when it comes to future connections. It's a good thing. Don't make any commitments though when it comes to filling your cup. I'll go ahead and read strategy. Don't sign your name on the dotted line. Don't start anything that you can't finish either. When it comes to strategy, what is the messaging tell? Don't play any games. 21 could be significant. All right. So this is what it says. It says this card shows a pen, journal, a compass, and key. When you receive this card upright, it indicates that this is an optimum time for setting up a very specific strategy for achieving your goals. Write about write about the direction you want to go in. Consider any potential change in the course that may be needed. Be aware of the particulars regarding your goals and have some conscious plan in mind. Structure the short-term goal needed to make your long-term goal a reality. This card is telling you to spend some time setting things in order. It's time to take full control. Add thought to action and set your sights on the road ahead. This is going to be a wonderful adventure for you. It's not a scary one, so don't fret not. And it just feels like if you've never experienced people stepping in for you and, I got this, don't worry, be ready for that. All right. That's 12 zodiac signs. And then we're going to Capricorn. I think I might be able to do one reading for you, Capricorn. And we still have a few more sessions that I need to do for you before we do Aquarius and Pisces. I'll see how much I can do. I just want to make sure that I have enough energy. I don't want to over insert myself. Maybe I just need to go get a few pretzels or something and I'll be okay. In regards to Aries, what message do you have for Aries? What message do you have for Aries? Whatever this is, it's a no and it's up in the air. Whoever's telling you that they're coming, they're going to move or come visit you or anything that has to do with coming towards you, they're lying. They're trying to figure out the next hook to get you to keep lingering to their BS, Aries. Okay, so whoever this is BSing you. All right. Taurus, what message do you have for Taurus, please? What message you have for Taurus? You have improving health, trust, know, and wait. Taurus, you're being asked to focus on you. If someone is accusing you of doing everything else of what you're doing, don't go out, don't argue with them. Don't explain yourself to them. If they're accusing you, just say no. The truth will eventually come out. Because you know what I'm seeing here, and I'm going to pull a romantic oracle. Whoever is accusing you, Taurus, they're the one. Whatever they're accusing you, they're doing. Give me a love romantic oracle. They're trying to stress you out. Stay optimistic about your love life. Whoever this is, if you're in a relationship, Taurus, this person cashed out a long time ago. They don't want to be in a relationship and they're trying to force you to break up the connection so that they can be single. They don't want to be the bad person. For the most part, when it comes to acute whoever this is, whoever you're talking to, regardless if it's friends, family, or whatever, they feel threatened. They don't want you to they don't want, how do I say this? Whatever you got going on in your life, it looks good. And you have loved ones, a lover, an ex. Everyone feels threatened because you have the upper hand, Taurus. So the fact that you're not stressed, everything's starting to fall into play, you're a threat. So don't get triggered by anyone. Your actions speak louder than words. Stay optimistic about your love life. You're not required to stay in a committal relationship if you're not wanting to. That's just the way love goes, right? It doesn't matter if you're married for 35, 45 years. If you wake up and say, you know what, I'm ready to experience me, you have every right to do so. And this is not the part where we go, woo-hoo, these people, no. If a person says they no longer want to be committal and they're ready to move on, all parties have to accept it. And that's the hard pill to swallow. Gemini, what message do you have for Gemini? Something you don't see. Gemini, it's a yes, but it's up in the air. You're saying yes, but there's no action. You're saying it in your head, but you're not doing. Just do this, just so that life could be easier. Do you, Gemini? Don't make promises you can't keep. As long as you're honest with yourself, you don't owe anyone an explanation. The fact that I have passion for a Gemini that I know, whether the ups and downs, the good or bad, one thing I would say, if that Gemini was watching me, I would say this: just tell the truth, because the truth always will set you free. But moving forward, guidance is needed, Gemini. Okay? Whether you want to accept it or not. Even adults need guidance. And that's where you have to swallow your pride. You got to swallow that pride and get the guidance that you need. Moving forward, Cancer. Oh, there it is, Cancer. It's a yes, romance. If you're wondering, does someone want to be exclusive with you? Yes. If you're wondering, does someone want to take your connection to the next level? It doesn't have to be exclusive, but someone definitely wants to. I'm not going to say wine and dine you, but someone is willing to take their time to get to know you, how to make you feel good, to figure out what are the things you like, what are the things you would like to try. Someone is very willing to take out the time, you know, whether it's once a month, like scheduling, this is deeper than a date. This is, how can I serve you to show you how important you are to me? Are you going to be open? And it says yes. So let me know how that goes, Cancer. Are you going to be open to someone wanting to romance you? Are you going to be open to being exclusive? Because those are two different messages. I'm not seeing someone wanting to be exclusive and romance someone. I'm not seeing both of them together. Those are two separate messages. So I just wanted to make that clear. Leo, what message do you have for Leo? Give me a love oracle message for whoever that is that wants to romance my Cancer. What is the outcome? Oh, what you don't see, it fell to the ground. You better ground yourself. Ground yourself. Brace yourself. Where this is. You will not believe. Look at romance feelings. Is you ready, Cancer? Because when my cards fall on the ground, that means you need to ground yourself. You might not be ready. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. Hey, oh wait, this goes over here. Leo, what message you have for Leo, please? What message you have for my Leo? Thank you. It's a no. Look for a sign. Stop looking for a sign. Because if you keep trying to take the matters in your own hand, Leo, you're going to continue to create tower moments. The bottom of the deck, be assertive. Meaning you don't have to be when you say no, you don't have to come off as complicated or difficult. It's just, you know. Mm-hmm. I just stop. I'll say this, Leo. Stop playing games with the person who knows how to press your buttons. Because it feels like this time when they press your buttons, I don't see you turning it off. So you want to be careful with this tower moment. It can bring the courts involved. Virgo, what message do you have for Virgo? Not the right time. It is the right time, Virgo. Whatever your intention is, if it's regarding a romantic interest, what's the message? Why is it the right time? Codependence. Okay. You're over your ex. You're ready to start dating. You are ready for a committed relationship if that's what you want. You're ready. All right. The baggage is no longer there. You're no longer looking for approval. You're no longer looking for reassurance, and you're not codependent. And for the most part, you've learned your lesson. If your past connections were people who you took care of, you are now ready for people who are mutual. You know what I mean? For the most part. Libra. What you don't see, Libra, it is the right time for you to, that shot right at me. The bottom of the deck is wait. It is the right time to speak the truth, or it is the right time to accept the truth. Libra. All right. For Scorpio. What message you have for Scorpio? It's a no. And then your future, don't allow time to pass you by. Whatever it is you need to I don't want to say do it now. Don't convince yourself that divine is telling you, oh, I'm on God's time. Don't use that as an excuse. Start doing what you need to do now, and watch how God's time will work for you versus you not doing anything and saying I'm on God's time. And one thing that divine does do, if you're not going to use the opportunity that divine positions you, divine will pass you up and teach you why you do not play with divine timing or God's timing, which is not our timing, but the bottom of the deck is romance. Oh, that's confusing. That's complicated. Oh, I see it. Who am I talking to? Scorpio. Um, Either your person doesn't believe in God, they're atheists. You guys have two different religious backgrounds, and you're being asked not to focus on the difference. If you like the person and they like you, you guys will work. You guys will find a common ground when it comes to your belief systems. Choose a new direction. You enjoying the time now. Enjoying the time now will build you guys together of coming to common grounds. If you guys ignore each other's belief systems, you guys are going to, you or them are going to walk away. There's no stopping that because the attachment that comes with it. And the attachment that comes with it is kind of like, let's say you're a Christian and the other person is a Muslim. The Muslim family is not going to be accepted to the Christian family versus you guys just accepting each other for who you are and everyone grows on each other. And then there's common grounds created at the end versus this being ignored. It doesn't matter who chooses who. If it's going to be family over everything. I don't know what else to tell you. Who was that? Scorpio? Family over everything. So if you're trying to play a game to see if your person is going to choose you over family, I'm telling you right now, they are not. If you choose to ignore and respect their belief systems, because yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone because I feel a headache coming on. Sagittarius, yes, Sagittarius. You place yourself for offense. You told someone yes, but you meant no. Or someone told you yes and they meant no. All right. If someone told you that they loved you, they lied. If you told someone that you loved them, you lied. Peaceful resolution. So it just feels like whatever promise or whatever you said, Sagittarius, you're going to have to pay the piper. For the most part, if someone lied to you, you're going to feel like they owe you an explanation. You're going to feel like they owe you, all the time you wasted with them. Give me a love romantic oracle. You deserve love. You're being asked not to waste your time. It happens. People are going to tell you what you want to hear just to get what they want. And unfortunately, you got played. Or Sagittarius, if this is you, you're being asked to not play this person because the love that you seek is what this person can deliver to you. But you're just too blind to see it because you're playing some kind of game. All right. Capricorn. I need to eat something. Capricorn, I don't think we're going to get to your question today. Ask your angels. You're not. Sagittarius. Is it Sagittarius? Didn't I just do your Sagittarius? No, this is Capricorn. Capricorn, you are moving, maneuvering. You. I don't know what your belief system is. Let's say you did believe in God, like you don't believe in God no more. And if you didn't believe in God, like if you didn't believe in God, you know that if you were to accept your calling, God is attached to it. The bottom of the deck is improving your health. There is not resentment. What do you call that? It starts with an R. It's not resentment. It's not a confession either. Capricorn, you're gonna find yourself asking God for a favor. And it just feels like you know how the serpent, when God was out in the wilderness, I think he was fasting, don't quote me on it. And the serpent came and tried to uh, persuade God, telling God that they can give him everything that they ever desired and wanted while God was fasting and praying. I really don't know the story too much. If you know what I'm talking about, definitely put in the comments. It feels like this, but instead of it being a snake coming to convince you, it's you, Capricorn, right? Which you are the devil energy. It just feels like you're going way beyond passing the limits because God already knows what you're going to do before you do it. And it just feels like because you convince yourself that you don't believe in God, it just feels like whatever's going on with your health makes you a believer again. When it comes to a soulmate, whoever it is that you're yearning for that is your soulmate, you wish they were there. Whoever it is that you are currently with, you need someone a prayer warrior. I'm gonna say this instead of me getting all up in your business. You need a prayer warrior by your side, Capricorn. But for the most part, what I do see is there is a Capricorn here where I don't know. It just feels like God telling me just shut my mouth. I can't say nothing else. I could pull an iron message though, because it's a conflict of interest. If you're a Capricorn and your health is under questioning, you know what it is that you're doing behind the scenes that is ungodly. And one step at a time, pathway of light, gratitude, and divine light. I don't know. This is deeper than a favor. It's kind of like we all do it. You know how we ask God to help us, and in exchange of us not doing something, and it just feels like you're willing to give up something. And I don't think you're Catholic either, because this is not Lent. Lent is over with, right? Ain't Lent in April? Give me some shadow energy. What is this shadow energy? The Star upright and the Six of Swords. Ooh. I see a Capricorn's health. Because of your health, is what makes you turn yourself around. Transformation. Hope is in the air. It could be a life death situation too. Like it kind of like, like being in the hospital and kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. You know how some people say they see the light or they had a encounter? It just feels like that. I also see a Capricorn wanting to make amends with a lover who they deem as their soulmate. And when they do that, their health improves. Someone's stressing over somebody. Moving forward, Aquarius. Mhm. Soulmate and you deserve love. Bottom of the deck, heart and heart conversation. You have trust. Did you see that? How did that happen? I'm telling you, Aquarius, you have a direct message. And why wasn't I supposed to pull this deck? I was supposed to pull this one, Aquarius. Your direct message, Aquarius, says you deserve love. You have your soulmate, heart to heart conversation. This is someone coming back around. Also, you have a new person too. Who are you going to trust, Aquarius? The new person or the old person? What else? We have know and don't stop. Wow. I who it just feels like it's complicated. Who do you choose, Aquarius? Are you choosing the past or are you choosing this new person? You're gonna say no to someone that whoever it is you don't trust is a person that you're gonna say no to. So if this new person is giving you flags or you don't trust them, then that's the person that's the no. And that's the case. That means you're going to reconcile with your ex or someone from your past, I should say. All right, Pisces. Pisces. Oh, that was up in the air. Perfect timing. It's up to you, Pisces. You want to stay in la la land in your head? It's up to you. Or you want to make something happen? It's up to you. It's perfect timing. Whether you're not being forced to do anything that you don't want to do. If this has to do with romantic oracles, what is it for engagement? Yeah, you're not being forced. If you're ready to, it's a step program, right? First the promise, then the engagement. Something turned over. What is this? As a side note, forgiving and learning. So whatever transpired to where you're asking or place yourself where it fits. So I'm just going to say this. Someone is going to be forgiven and it's going to be a learning experience. Is what brings in this engagement, this commitment, new higher level of commitment. But to me, to be honest with you, it feels like a three-step program. First the promise, then the engagement, then the marriage. But if that's not the situation, it just feels like someone is, never wants to be in that position to where whatever transpired to, they just don't want that to happen again. Whatever that's connected to this forgiving and learning. And it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So whoever this is saying, I never want to lose you. Will you marry me? If you're not ready for marriage, will you promise to marry me? So, all right, collective. I think that is it. What energy frequency does the collective need to be aware of that is coming through for them? What frequency is coming through for the collective? And then we will conclude. I hope all is well. Let's see. Perception. And that is so ironic because your first spread had to do with wonder, discernment, and questioning. And you have perception, the frequency of perception coming through for you, collective. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take good hard deep look at it. Do not judge yourself. Be true to yourself at this time. You practicing self-love is definitely going to bring some new suitors towards you, even the past. I love you, collective, earth, air, fire, and water signs. Don't forget love is kind, and don't forget that love is gentle until we meet again.